Hey, is that
Hey.
Tom Jones? That sounded like no, sounded like Dio. I
No,
love that song.
that was Inquis Witch from Pennsylvania.
That is cool. I was
So
like, that's Tom Jones. Nope, that's Dio. That's Tom Jones and Dio. It was so cool. I was like jamming out.
I know.
yeah, it's Jason Myers, who is the founder and the bass guitarist from Inquis Witch, is a spirit brother. So
That
he
is
gave me
so
permission to
cool.
use that song.
They're on
So
my
I was
playlist.
like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
horns up.
yeah,
Oh,
it's very good
metalhead,
song.
yeah.
I know my daughter doesn't like it. She thinks it's 80s, and it's not.
It sounds
No.
like it's what
Recorded.
I was obviously growing up in the 80s and a total metalhead.
Well,
So
you know,
I was in a
it
metal
was
band and yeah.
I think 23 or 24 was when it was
Yeah.
recorded. So it's not 80s. This probably has that sound because it is back in the 80s band.
Yeah. It was an
It's
80s
got
band.
that.
Yeah.
It's got. But yeah, it was cool. Hi everybody, what's up?
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Within the Cauldron and Behind the Witch's Veil.
Hello.
And this is episode 201. So, yay.
That's yeah. I got to catch up. Anyways,
We are just so ecstatic about having over 200 shows now. Well,
that's so
Yeah.
cool, guys. I love that.
tonight.
It'll take me a while to
Um,
catch up, but
within 2 years. So we worked hard.
Yes,
So
we did.
awesome.
Big time.
Crazy.
we
That's
did.
crazy.
Tonight we have Ghost of Tennessee. Um, excellent paranormal investigation group as well as a podcast as well. So, jump over to the podcast. I think it's on Facebook and we'll be starting on YouTube soon, I do believe, right, Mark?
Yeah, it's on YouTube already. I'm watching it.
It's on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Then
I'm watching the link. Yeah,
cool.
cool.
So, sis, why don't you go and introduce them for us?
Okie dokie. We've got Mark Walsh, who's been investigating the paranormal since 1987. He's sparked by chilling experiences in his youth. He's explored hauntings, cryptids, and unexplained phenomena worldwide, blending scientific methods with spiritual insight. His work bridges skeptics and believers, and he's documented compelling evidence in some of the world's most haunted locations. Mark also mentors new investigators and promotes ethical, respectful paranormal research. And we also have wonderful Emily Ann, my sister, in spirit and everything else. Born in Hazard, Kentucky, Emily Ann is a psychic medium and empath rooted in a multi-generation Appalachian granny witch lineage. She uses her inherited intuition and spirit communication to offer clear, compassionate guidance. Through mediumship, readings, and energy work, she helps people connect with loved ones, trust their paths, and find grounded clarity in modern life. Welcome, you two.
Hey,
Hi,
thank you
Pauline.
for having us.
Welcome.
You're
Hey.
welcome.
I read a quick question. I should know this on YouTube where we're at. We put the link. I know I shared it, but can you share this out? How do you share this out to Facebook? Do you know? Can you do that? You know what I mean? Like,
Let me see if I can do that right now.
Yeah.
I was going to share it to
Um,
Ghost of Tennessee, but I don't
Sure.
because I don't
I'm
use
going
YouTube a
to-
lot.
I'm gonna put myself on mute. I'm gonna go to YouTube, get the link, so you won't hear anything in the background, and
Oh,
I'll
it's
put the
okay. I
link in
appreciate
the
that.
private chat, and then you can grab it from the private chat and
Oh, thank you so much.
share it out. In the meantime, Colleen, take over.
Okay. Well, Mark,
Yes,
I have a
ma'am.
question for you. So you've been investigating since 1987.
Well,
What was-
1985 actually. So, but yeah,
Ooh,
close enough. Yeah.
okay. Emily's
Close
got
enough.
her martini, which is good. I want one of those
Okay,
now.
after the week that we have lived through, if you don't drink, you should.
Where do you think
by
I'm going after
by the end
podcast?
of the podcast, Emma will be
My
like,
husband
"Hey,
and I are
how's
going out to
everybody
dinner right
doing?"
after the podcast, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what
I'm
I'm going
sorry,
to
I
go
didn't-
do.
Anyways, go ahead, Colleen. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
since,
So, what was your first experience that made you realize that the paranormal wasn't
me?
just a
I
current
was living
curiosity?
in Mesa, Arizona, at the time. And my buddy Bruce lived in Tucson, and I always kind of had an interest in the paranormal. So one weekend I go to visit him and stay the weekend with him, just hang out and do crazy crap. Anyways, there's a mountain range. That's South Mountain. Sorry. They
Catalina?
call it Mountain Lemon. You know Mountain Lemon. Yeah. And he lived almost on, like maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 miles from the base of the mountain out in the middle of nowhere. I can't remember the streets, but anyways. So we're out there one night just sitting sitting outside goofing around. And that area at that time didn't have any lights and it was really dark. And I loved to see the stars and everything. Anyways, Davis Monthan Air Force Base was close. You know that, Colleen.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, we hear like engines going, woo, like revving up, like they're hitting their afterburners. And we see them take off, and we turn around, and above Mount Lemmon, I would say less than 500 feet, was a diamond shape, like that. Diamond shape. It was all lights. It was diamond shape, and it was huge, probably close to 100 yards across.
Wow.
And it was not the regular triangle like the TR-3Bs, but it was diamond shape, and it had other little diamond shapes around it. And the fighters, you can still hear them. They hit afterburners, hauling ass towards the mountain, and within a minute or so reaching the mountain, the whole thing just disappeared.
Wow.
So that's what kind of got me. But at that time, I was always already into mostly UFOs and cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because that was 1985, there was nothing. Your Google was a library, and you went to the library to hope to get a book on ghost hunting, which hardly ever happened. So that's where I kind of learned that. And then, like the early mid 90s, I got into the paranormals, but still at that time, this was all new.
Mm-hmm.
There was no social media. There was nothing, I don't even think, Yahoo was around, Yahoo chat rooms, was around, but yeah, that, and then I got more and more watch, cause Robert Stack, I can't remember the name of that show he did. Emily, do you remember that? Was it Robert Stack that did like not Unsolved Mysteries, but he did another one. It was, and Leonard Nimoy did one with the ghosts and everything. I'm like, oh, that's cool, So that's what really got me into the Dewey Decimal System. That is so funny. That's so true, David. That is so true. Kids are like, what are you talking about? What's a library? But you actually read books? Yeah, and I still love reading books. But anyways, that's what got me into it. And then, of course, we moved to Tennessee in 97. We go with the only one group in Tennessee Ghost Hunters. And we were with them for about a year and a half, 2 years. Then in 98 or 99, we started Rutherford County Paranormal Investigations. So right now we are the only original paranormal team left in Tennessee, because after Tennessee Ghost Hunters, a year or two later, they just disbanded. So yeah, we're the only ones left, I guess, original in Tennessee. And now there's a million groups, but yeah, now we're Ghosts of Tennessee Paranormal Research. But yeah, that's card catalogs. Oh my God, dude, don't even. I hated that so much. Where's this book? Well, you go to the card catalogs and it's A, C through D4. You got to go looking, and either the book's missing or the card's missing, and then you had to walk in this big damn ass library, go upstairs and go down A, B, C, D. There's D4.
Yep.
Oh God. Exactly. Anyways, yeah, it was. But yeah, I miss those days. I really do. I miss those times because there was no internet, there was no social media, there was no bullshit you could do. And back then, everything was free. You didn't have to pay to get into locations. And we don't know how that worked out. But yeah. But I don't. And then for a while, once Ghost Hunters came out, because they were the first ones to come out with, the TV shows Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters. Right. And then now there's a slew of them. And excuse me, it's just gotten out of control. It really has. I don't like how it's gotten. But when you have friends like we got, and I quit a couple times. I was getting pissed off, and like I told you, then later on down, I was getting death threats from these idiots, and now all these shows that are out there. There's a few that I like. I didn't think I'd like what Colby and Sam, is that their name? I didn't
Yeah.
think I'd like them, but they're really cool. I mean, they're
They
respectful.
are.
They're not, dude, bro, it's a demon. Let's put Aaron in, lock him in the basement. Dude, bro, it's a demon. You know, and demons are black and small. You know? Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Was it black or was it green?
Green.
Emily. It
Nah,
was green.
no shit. It was Slimer. That's what it was. It
The
was
slime, yeah.
Slimer. It
Green
was
and
Slimer.
green
I
and
knew that little
small.
slimy sucker. I when he said,
Yeah.
dude, bro, it's a demon. Judas
Yeah.
H. Priest. Anyways, but yeah, I love it. I love doing it. You know, we got a lot coming up. Mention really quick. We're starting a new thing. Tennessee Paranormal Files. I changed my YouTube to that, and I'm getting more reaction out of it now because I only had like 10 subscribers. Now I got over almost 200, which is really good.
Nice.
Cool.
But you know, I thought, well, I'll upload it because I want to do at least close to an hour show. We got two. We got Bridging the Veil with Miss Emily Ann, Granny Witch / whatever. No, Appalachian Visions. I can't say Appalachian right, Emily. I'm sorry. Appalachian. Appalachian.
Yeah.
It's Appalachian
Yeah.
Visions.
It's
I
not
tell
door.
you what.
That's the door on your cabin.
Yeah. But we're gonna do that, and we're filming tomorrow in a really well-known location, cemetery in Nashville. I'm not gonna mention the name because I don't want 9 million people showing up. But we're doing that, and then I'm doing one called Tennessee Paranormal Files. We got a bunch of stuff coming up.
Nice.
we got the Euro Shrine. We got oh crap.
I really want to do that.
I wish you could make it. I think it's
know.
actually October.
Yeah,
I think it's
October's what you
October.
said, yeah.
October
Yeah.
17th. Then on the 10th in East Tennessee, in what's the name of the city, Sean? Oh shit, I can't. It's north of Memphis. I can't remember. Old age. Right, Emily?
Stick to
She's
yourself
only
on that.
$39.99. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It would dog years? No, I'm kidding.
I'm older
Love
than
you.
Mark, so.
Love you. We're doing one in Covington. The shrine is on my. Oh,
Yeah.
David, dude,
Yeah.
where does he live?
He's in Michigan.
Yeah.
I think it's Bellevue, Michigan, if I'm not
David,
mistaken.
if you want to come down and go with us, you are more than welcome to join us on October 17th, I think. If you want to come down, dude, you're welcome to go with us. Because my buddy Chris, Summerland Paranormal, he's gonna go, and me and Sean are gonna go. We're gonna film. We got that. We have Covington, Tennessee, the Ruffin. It's RUFFIN Theater. Someone reached out to me, so I love investigating theaters.
Yeah.
Emily's gonna join us on that, and that's gonna be.
Yay.
You know, I may just combine the two and do. I'm more interested taking Emily to these places than actually. I mean, we could basically just call it one thing and film for both of them. What I like, you guys, and you can pay me later, Emily, for saying this. No, I'm kidding.
She's got a
Yeah.
martini.
You guys, you know, we try to do lives, and sometimes we can't, but. As many of these places, Emily's been with us a bunch of times, but there's some places I want to take her because, you know, I'm a believer, well, skeptical believer, you know, depending what the situation is, you know. I'm sorry, Colleen, I didn't mean to hijack your podcast, but here, you get me going. Blah, blah, blah. But we got those coming up, but there's some places I want to take her just to see her reaction because I know what happens in these places, and I love investigating with Emily because, you know, as much as we investigated Coleman, until I took Emily, I had no idea half the crap she was talking about actually happened there, and that's what I like. I like the history of places, you know.
Well, I like the fact that what I told you we confirmed later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I like being able to confirm what I told you. That means a lot to me. It really
Yeah.
And the battlefield, we're going to do that eventually because I'm really excited. What's on? Hey, is that the TV? Turn that down a little bit, please. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to watch. We were watching the new Jeff.
Hear it.
We were watching the new Jeff Dunham. It was pretty good.
Oh.
That's actually he is a distant cousin of my husband.
Oh, you're kidding? Oh, yeah. That's
He's like third cousin, I think, third or
that's really cool.
third or
I like
fourth.
that.
Yeah, when he comes into Iowa, he always gives us us tickets to go see him. But
I love him.
we're always too busy.
But anyways, we're gonna we got
him.
a ton of stuff lined up, and of course next year, everybody, April 24th, 2027. Lebanon better shut the town down because it's going to be me, Medium Red, and Emily Ann. And I'm telling you, Lebanon's in trouble. Lebanon's in trouble.
Especially with Emily and I.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to stand back and watch y'all throw fireballs. That'll be cool. That'll give me some likes on YouTube. And watch the town go to hell in one night. No. April 24th next year, Lebanon, Tennessee. The Capitol Theater is our what I call it? Oh, horror and goth market. Hello,
horror and goth, goth
Tennessee horror and goth market. Yeah,
and you've been advertising that, haven't you? On your
yes, ma'am. We have. Yeah. And the cool thing about the theater is that it's like kind of old style and everything. So the first time we went in there, Emily, when we went to look at it and sign up and everything, the last question I asked her is the theater haunted? Oh, no, it's not haunted. Right. So I can almost guarantee that you guys can tell or will be able to tell whether it's haunted. I could feel like it's haunted. I really did. And I was there less than an hour. And I felt like it was haunted. And you just like, okay, let me explain something to y'all people not from Tennessee and the South. Years ago, like I was talking about, we could go anywhere and investigate for free and not have a problem. But now they're so popular, especially the historical locations. Oh, it's not haunted. And because they don't want that stigma. And I'm thinking, well, you better take that crap off the internet because everybody, we went to the Hermitage. Emily, the Hermitage with what's his name? Thomas Jefferson or whatever his name is. We did a thing with News Channel 4, Channel 2 about 6-7 years ago. And the lady, the newscaster, the news person that was going to do it, she was a weekend anchor or whatever. And I begged and pleaded with her, listen to me. Do not go to these places. They're not going to allow to show it. I said, hey, let's go to Mount Olivet. No one's going to bother us. Oh, no, we'll be okay. And I begged her, please, God, do not go there. So they picked it. We filmed for almost 2 hours, a mini investigation. She said, Mark, call me in a couple of days. Awesome. So I called her. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. They're not going to show it. What? Because they don't want people to know it's haunted. Yeah. I was so pissed. They showed her interview, but they didn't show our stuff. And I said, I told you they wouldn't do it. I know these people. I told you they would not let us investigate. And that's even worse now, especially with Oakland Mansion, Emily. We used to be able to go around the property, and every Halloween they do a walkthrough thing. Well, one Halloween, you have everybody dressed up like old timey people and they tell stories. Well, of course, I loaded down with all my paranormal equipment when sneaking my EVPs and everything, and snuck around and everything. And I talked to one of the guys, one of the Dawsons or whatever they call it there. I said, so if I make a donation to the Oakland Mansion, can I come in and investigate? Oh, no, we don't allow that. I'm like, that's how bad it's gotten. Yeah. With especially the hysterical locations, the historical locations. That's how bad it's gotten.
Yeah,
I don't know about, because I never really did anything in Arizona, Colleen. I never really did a full blown investigation, so I don't know what it's like out there now. I know I got buddies. Pam and Jeff Woolwine.
Yeah.
I love them. I love Jeff. I love his stuff. So when I've got 3 weeks vacation
We had
coming
him on our
next.
podcast.
Yeah, I want to get him on mine. I saw at least 3 shadow figures last time we went inside the theater. What theater? Oh, Sean. Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah, we did. We did. That's right. I forgot about that. What do you mean? You comment you just made about it's not haunted. But anyways, next year me and Sean will drive because I got 2 sisters in Mesa. And I got nieces and nephews and everything. And we're driving out there next year for 3 weeks, and I'm stopping in Tucson to invest. And I'm coming to see you too, so you better hide.
Yeah.
So you better pick a really good location.
Oh, I think I'm going to be in Tennessee with Emily Ann that week. No,
Y'all suck. So please pick a good location that we can go.
Absolutely.
I don't care where it's at. I would love to go investigating with you. I really do.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna visit we're gonna stay there for about maybe 3 weeks because I haven't been there since 2011 when my dad passed away. It was the last time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's all even weirder
Things
and more
have
grown up.
changed.
Yeah.
A lot. So,
Chrissy,
yeah.
are you in Arizona?
No, I'm in Iowa. I'm in the Midwest. So.
I love that. You know what? I want to go to the Buddy Holly crash site. I want to go see that so bad. I really do. Anyways, I know I'm talking away. So, anybody got any questions?
That's all right. Hey,
Turn me loose.
We got to talk to Emily though too.
Oh, who cares? She's just eye candy. Who cares? No, I'm kidding.
I know she is.
Oh,
Yeah.
eye candy. If
Yeah.
I was
All right,
eye candy, I'd be the fuzzy mint in the bottom of your grandma's purse.
Ew, gross.
Yeah,
I'll never
40
eat a piece
years
of
ago,
candy
maybe.
again. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that.
I would
All right,
be
I'm
the
sorry. I'll
fuzzy
shut
mint
up.
in the
I'll shut
bottom
up.
of
Go
your
ahead.
grandma's purse.
Let's
Nice
talk
to meet
to
you.
Emily. I'm kidding.
How's that martini? It looks so damn good.
She's not sharing. That's rude.
Bombay Sapphire, Noli Pratt,
Ooh.
olive juice, blue cheese olives. Yes.
That's
Like
the best way.
after the week that this country has lived through.
Yeah.
No shit.
If you don't
It
drink, you
sucks.
shouldn't.
Everybody's. I was sad about Tim Curry and Peter Cullen, and
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
more that they didn't mention. The Native American dude, I can't remember his name, who was in. He was been like in a bunch of movies. I can't remember his name. He passed. There was more than what, like Dolly dying is like Elvis dying. I remember that day. It's either equal or way worse than.
I think it's
Yeah.
worse. I
Well,
think it's worse.
There's Shelley. Was it Shelley Fabris?
Yeah.
Shelley Fabre, yeah.
Yeah.
She starred
correct.
with all of us in about
Yeah.
2-3 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've seen
Well,
it.
we
First one that died this week, I think.
We just got word that Gladys Knight's going to not be touring anymore due to health
Shit.
issues.
Oh,
Damn it. She'll be the next one. That sucks. Why do people got to die?
So yeah, no, let's hope not.
Nikolai
'Cause
Zak-
that's
Nikolai
American
Zak-
history too.
I was pissed when Chuck Norris died. I thought death would die before Chuck Norris.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding. Okay, so Emily, you grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, surrounded by generational intuition. When did you first realize your abilities were part of that legacy?
You know what? It happened so often in my family, and I was so young, I didn't know any different. It's like when a little kid learns a second language and they don't, because they learn it in the house. So it was kind of the same thing for me. It was like I saw my grandmothers, my great grandmothers, and what they did, and I just took that as normal. And I never made a big deal about it because it was just every day in our house. It was just, and as I got older, I realized that, gee, everybody's not like us. And I didn't really talk much about it. I was kind of an introverted child, if you can believe that. I just kind of kept to myself, and I saw things, I heard things, I knew things. Didn't know how I knew it, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I, grew up. I was a typical teenager, dated, did all my teenage things, got married, had Adam, he was born, and I just was busy being a wife and a mom for so many years. And I always knew that I had intuition that nobody else had. And then I moved into a haunted house, and then it really kind of got crazy. I knew everything that was going on in the house. It was an everyday thing. It wasn't an occasional thing. It was every day. My son is just like me. Adam is just like me. He saw it and knew it, and we kind of kept it from his dad because he was kind of a stick in the mud, and would have thought he was a non-believer. Still is, I'm assuming. He hasn't changed, but I kind of lived day to day that way, and again kept it in because it was the Midwest and people would think you were a nut.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
and so you just kind of kept it to yourself. But then I almost died of COVID, and I went to sleep one person and woke up somebody else.
Damn.
And what I could see and hear was all of a sudden in like 4K back in 2000. And then I was like, I had to retire because I was so sick and I never really completely recovered from it. So I thought, you know what, this is my opportunity to kind of explore and do my thing. And here we are.
I love it. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Wow. I have a question for both of you,
Mhm.
Mark and Emily. Okay, so how did the Ghost of Tennessee, Facebook and the podcast now, how did you two meet and how did this come about?
It'll cost you $10 for me to tell you. No, I'm kidding.
Send me a bell.
Okay, this is actual stuff.
Hello.
So there's a place in Murfreesboro, which is south of here, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, called Coleman Cemetery. Okay, so I've been there close to 20 times or more. So one time we went, it was me and Sean and probably 10 or 12 other people, and it takes a lot to scare me and really get me going because I'm all over that place. We see shadow people every single time we go. Every single time we started seeing shadow people, but they were different. They were taller and they had red eyes this time. And I just got there's Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah. And I just got a weird feeling that I don't usually get, and I got a scared feeling. Because Emily, you know where we park in that section? You walk out and they got those trees right there, the 3 trees, kind of like in a triangle.
Yeah.
Well, the more I started walking towards there, it felt like something was pushing me away.
Wow.
And at that time, I still didn't know a lot about Coleman Cemetery. So fast forward, the next day we do a live, and I said, if I have any psychic friends, because before this, me and Emily never met. I said, if I have any psychic friends, can you please contact me? And Emily contacted me. We started talking about this. She started telling me about everything. Then we had about an hour, 2-hour phone call the next day where she told me all this stuff about Coleman. I had no idea. Then I started taking her out to Coleman, and it really opened up. That's how we met, like that. But Ghost of Tennessee, like I said, used to be Rutherford County Paranormal Research because we lived in Rutherford County. And then when, what was the rest of the question? I'm sorry.
Well, okay, so you talk about how you Emily met and how Ghost of Tennessee came about. Before that, it was called something else.
Yeah.
So you decided that, hey, Emily, I want you to come on and co-host with me. And
right. I've always believed psychics, and I don't really like using that word. Like I don't like using the word witch or, like the common words, but that's just me. The mediums, the gifted people. I've always believed in that, but now there's a lot of bullshit out there which ruins it for someone genuine like Emily. And I always wanted to have somebody, because when you go out, sometimes I second guess myself. I'm like, did this happen? Well, I don't have to do that anymore because I can. She's like a good luck charm. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, well, she is a good luck charm, I guess.
Yeah, she is.
That's nice.
Like the little kind that you hang from your mirror. No, I'm kidding. Take Emily with me. Ding, ling, ling, ling.
There you go.
But she is, and I really appreciate what she does. I really do. I don't know if I told you that, Emily, or not. I really appreciate everything that you do.
I know you do.
Because that it helps me. Just like so, and this too, Colleen. When you do research, you can't do research on the internet because it's haunted, and that's all you're going to get. Right. It won't tell you the history It's like the battlefield. I knew almost everything, but you still learn. But other places like that, like the cemetery, there's nothing. So you go down to your local, whatever it's called, where they have all the history and all the information, and they had stuff back. I mean, when Murfreesboro used to be called Cannonsburg, like in Murfreesboro, Emily, where that little city, that little town is now,
Been there many
Cannonsburg.
times.
Yeah, used to be Cannonsburg or whatever, Cannonsboro or whatever. And then when the Civil War come in, I mean, but they had stuff going like before or when Tennessee became a state, and each city that popped up. So I spent days and days and days and days and days going through this stuff, and not one thing about Coleman Cemetery. So I started talking to the people that had been there, found out it used to be a farmhouse behind there, and 3 of the farmhouses caught on fire, and everybody died, and they're buried there. That's kind of stuff, and then there used to be rituals done there and sacrifices, and the Confederates actually camped out there. That's from talking to people. That's, that's not, but yeah, I really enjoy having her because it, what's the word? It validates that I just saw, Slimer or whatever fly across the camera, and I want to make sure. Oh yeah, it's Slimer. So it's that it's that kind of thing, and that's why I really appreciate having her come out with us.
Well, it was really, I was glad the first time I went out there because I told you things. I didn't even know the name of the cemetery. I just
listen to this.
I visualized it from Mark, from what I pulled out of Mark, and I gave him names. I gave him circumstances before I ever even knew the name of the cemetery.
Yep.
And he can tell you that is the truth. And then when
100%.
we went out there, it just kind of like washed over me because it just confirmed everything I said. And then after I went out there, I did some more research, and the names were all right, the circumstances were right, and it was it made me feel validated, obviously, but it made me feel like I could help the investigations,
right?
How we work it with, how we do things in the groups.
Really quick, I'm sorry, looking at this comment from David. He goes, "I love old people." Patty's on. I didn't know she was on. My sister. Oh,
Hi,
anyway, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, yeah, she didn't know. And when I'm talking on the phone, she goes, and then she started telling me about all these things. She's never heard of the place, never been there, and my jaw dropped. I wasn't surprised, but at the same time, I was kind of, that's awesome, because I knew the minute I started talking to her, she was 1,000% real, like authentic. But now there's a lot of certain people that I won't mention that are ruining the psychic field or the mediums because how they like JE and CC, I'm not going to say their names, but but that are ruining it for people like you, Colleen, and like Emily that are full of crap. And when you get someone telling you about a place they never been to, and all this that one night, oh my God, and I didn't film it, and I should have. All this information was coming about. I mean, she was telling us about the spirits we were seeing. She was telling us about the grave robber and all this and everything. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, my jaw dropped, like, oh my God, that's the kind of information I like to have, because then I can, if I want to talk to a particular spirit, Emily's like, well, they're over here, and John Doe's over here, and Santa Claus is over here, or whatever, then I know, there's Bigfoot, but then I know who to contact. I mean, it was like, oh my God, Emily, it was like so much information coming out. She's like, like it's like it's it is an everyday thing for her. But
well, the thing is it's really interesting too, is that we've done, well, as 201 podcasts so far, and
I'll get you
it's interesting to hear other teams talk about mediums, and there is a definitive line where you have 50% of the teams that really appreciate having a medium on their team to help them exactly do what you just talked about, Mark, with Emily, and that is she validates you and you validate her. And you're getting both the same information. You're doing the research and getting it, and she's telling you, yeah, that's correct.
Well,
you
she's
know?
she's my research, and I don't mean that in a bad way, you know.
No, not at all. But then you have the other teams that go, well, we just want to do it all scientifically. Because obviously
Okay.
a medium is not scientific.
Put on the brakes. When people say that, you know, I've taken out numerous skeptics and non-believers, and by the end of the night, they were 1,000% a believer in the paranormal. There's so many people that's their job, and they're never going to change their mind. No matter what you do, you're never going to convince them. Even if Emily or you, Colleen, went up to them and said, your great aunt, blah, 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 this is her name, blah, blah, just like, God, I can't wait for you guys to meet Michael and Marty. Holy shit. But when we were at Thomas' house the Friday night before the event, we were going around and we just sat in the back room, and I filmed for like an hour of him telling me he had no clue of Michael telling me about my dad and what he looked like, one of my uncles, and he was in the Navy, and he was just I got it on video. But he was telling me all this. I mean, how's he going to look that shit up? You know, just like with Emily.
There's no way.
Right.
No,
just like with Emily, when she
exactly.
tells me all this stuff, I'm like, it was like within the first 5 minutes we were talking, Emily, you started saying something about I see, and she described Coleman Cemetery. Have I been drinking? Coleman Cemetery to the exact T, and there are no pictures of it. There are no aerial photos of it. It's just maps. And when you go like that and look, nothing. And I was like, holy shit. And that was within the first 5 minutes I was talking to her. And
well,
I
I
already
didn't even know
knew
the name of the cemetery until the night we were going.
Yeah.
And then we met at a location and we all followed out. That's how remote it was. You couldn't find it. You couldn't find it on a GPS. You had to go. We followed Mark.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, now you can't. Like, when we meet at that Dollar General, if you go up, just swipe up and then kind of go like this. It's got a little thing like that, and it doesn't say Coleman Cemetery on it. So there's no. Well, there's an address, but there isn't. But yeah, she described it to a T, and I'm like, holy crap. Then I'm like, and then I started, bugging her and asking her like a million questions. We just went off on a rant about.
Yeah, we talked a long time.
Yeah, like 2 hours, and it was awesome. I said, I need to get you out here. And I like it because she just doesn't rush in and, and like, she actually comes in, takes her time, and just kind of, remember when we were going to New Hope Cemetery and we were parked at that Love's and McDonald's wedding, everybody, what she saw about some guy that was murdered there or something, just out of nowhere.
No, he was actually, there was one that was murdered about 300 yards from where we were standing.
A truck
and then
driver.
There was a farmer who was killed in a farming accident, and I said his name is Edwin Smith, and Tim was with me that night, and he got on and started, and I said, look up, there's a number Steven. 70 something. Either he was 70 years old or it happened.
Can you put that back up a second, Colleen? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Emily.
And he looked it up, and he says Edwin Smith was killed here. She
just pulled that out of thin friggin' air.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
We were standing there at McDonald's, and there was a guy that was killed right there, and his wife's name is Martha, and he wants us to tell Martha that he's okay.
Oh, I love
Anyways,
it.
that was my friend Steven. He goes out with us. He was at Coleman with us. Emily, he's going to be going to. I think he's going to be going to your shrine with us too.
Good.
But yeah.
And the first night we were at Coleman, I don't know. There was that really sweet couple that was with you. That I don't know what their names were.
Who was that, Sean? The guy with the beard and the what was their names? We talk about all the time. The dude as a teacher and shit, what was his names? I can't.
Anyhow, regardless, we
Dave
were
and
standing there.
Tanya. Dave and Tanya. I miss
Yeah,
them.
we were standing there just kind of talking. You know, I try to keep my voice down. I don't make a lot of, you know, I try to
Yeah.
be very under the radar. When
She's
I go
really
on.
calm too. I love it.
Yeah.
And
you have to be.
we were just standing
Yeah.
there talking about what we saw, and something just out of the blue just knocked me right into her. I felt terrible. She says, "Oh my God, you got pushed." I said, "Yeah." I mean,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just like
Yeah.
a touch. It
No, it
knocked
was-
me into her.
Was
and
that
then-
was that the time, Emily, or another time when someone you could hear it on the recording? Someone called you a witch.
Yeah,
What
they
time
called
was
me
that?
witch. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we caught it too.
Yeah,
That's
he got the
awesome.
recorded that. Said
Yeah.
she's a witch.
She's a
The
witch.
Wow.
witch. The witch.
Damn
the witch.
right she is. What the problem
That's
is?
right.
And I'll be opening up a can of whoop ass on you.
Yeah.
About the freezing your ass too.
She's gonna pull out the Hadouga, the fireballs, but
And the night that we went out to New Hope and I did the protection spell for everybody,
that
you got on the
was
recording.
cool as shit. She did what was some blood thing or something. And the cool thing is we had 3 or 4 New Hope. And the cool thing is these people did not know that she's a witch. And so total non-believers. And we're all sitting in the area, the little picnic area, and they got the cement benches. And we set up our equipment there. You know, they got graves over here or whatever. And Emily picked a spot. And because I asked her to do a ritual that night. And she started doing it. And I'd never seen one done. And I was, holy shit, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it was really cool. And I think I filmed it because that's the first one I ever seen done. She starts
Well,
doing the
I
blood.
don't do blood spells very often, but I
Yeah.
knew before I went that night that I needed to do something. So I actually drew a vial of my own blood
Yeah.
because witch blood is super powerful.
But the
right?
cool
And
thing
I-
is she
and I-
lit. Yeah. She
and I
lit
lit
it.
it.
Yeah. And it was a
Exploded.
little flame. And all of a sudden, woo, this big old flame pops up. I'm like, holy shit. And these people that were non-believers were believers 5 minutes later after that happened.
Well,
Yeah.
and then it came across. I told the spirits that they couldn't come any closer than the line that I drew because I put a salt line.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
said, you can't come any closer and you can't come home with us and you can do us no harm because there was some ugly stuff out there. I mean, I'm not going to call it demonic, but it was close.
Yeah.
There's
I
some
mean, it was ugly. It was
there's
ugly.
some
out
creepy shit out there.
And they came. It's funny because one of the girls said, "Can you come and talk to us?" And they got it on the voice box. It says, "The witch won't let us."
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
that. They got
I
that.
love that.
The witch won't let
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that turned them. There is
Oh, there she is. Hey, Pam.
Hey Pam, yeah, we're coming out to see you and Jeff, and I want to do one of my episodes with Jeff because I love Jeff's videos.
He's
and how
awesome.
I love
He's
how he
very awesome.
investigates. He's like a normal person just investigating, you know, and so many UFOs over. I want to do okay. I've got a story. I know this is off topic. I've got a story about what's really going on out in Arizona, underground military bases and all that crap. And that's all I'm going to say right now. But I want to do a conspiracy podcast. But Jeff knows his shit. He really does. And I really love watching him, and I hope to get him on the podcast. What were we talking about? Coleman.
Her ritual.
No hope. And it was cool because it just started out really small. I said, okay, this is cool. Then I turn around, I'm talking, blah, 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 and all of a sudden I turn around about 20 feet high. No, not that high, but
It wasn't. Witch blood burns different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It burns different.
And it was cool as shit because out of nowhere, it's like someone threw ladder fluid on it, and it went boo, and I'm like, holy shit. And these people who were non-believers were just staring.
I think they were afraid of me after that. They acted like they didn't know what to
Well,
say.
yeah, because I was expecting, why'd you bring a witch or whatever, but I don't care if they would have said that or not. I said, because it's my business, that's why. What are you giggling at? What are you giggling at, Sean?
Unsolved mysteries with Mark Walsh. That's
Okay. Nobody can use that name. I'm trademarking it. Thank you, David. I'm trademarking it right now. Just like not Magic Mike. what I call myself?
Magic Mike.
No,
Dime store psychic.
Dime store psychic. But what did I say it was?
Unsolved mysteries.
No, Mad Mark. No, what was my name? Miracle Mark or some
Magic
shit.
Mark.
Magic Mark. Dime store psychic. That's trademark too. I'm getting T-shirts done. No, but
I want one.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I'm getting new Ghost of Tennessee shirts done, Emily, I'm gonna give you one. Colleen,
Great.
when you get here, I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
one. And
absolutely.
we're gonna have some new ones. And Emily's bringing all of her cool stuff. But
Yeah,
right.
I need to get some more printed. I think I've only got like 2 sizes left. I need to.
I want a hat and I want a hoodie and I want
I'll have to get
yeah.
you a medium red shirt.
Yes, I would love one. If you could bring one, I'll get one from
Oh,
you.
very
Definitely.
cool.
I definitely.
I have my Bucky Halloween shirt under that.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. Yeah.
Chrissy has one. Chris
Yep,
has.
I have one.
Chrissy has one. Did I send one to Chris? I think I sent one to Chris too. And Amy.
Chris
and
and Amy,
Mika.
yeah, we all have one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who we're gonna have such a great lineup. I'm getting I got this one people that they like, I forgot the name of them. I'm gonna have to start going through and posting everybody again. I just got Honeybee, I can't remember, she's gonna kill me. She does slime parties and she makes slime and she just made me some Ghostbuster slime, which I'm really happy about.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about that.
The pink and the green slime she just made me. And then we got this one, it's like their true horror and goth vendor because they've got friggin' the Bride of Chucky doll, they've got like all the NECA figures and everything, and they got like, I mean, if you go to like a professional con and see, that's the kind of shit they got, and they're really amazing. But we got I can't read, make it, what do you say? Something about Zoltar.
Yeah, make it
like
look like
the
Zoltar
Zoltar
with your
with-
likeness. That's
Oh,
funny.
hell yeah, Zoltar. Speaking of Zoltar, that was the one from Big, right? Is that what's the name of the thing? You can actually get one of those little machines.
Mhm.
Where was it? Timu or something. Anyways, I don't know. Just going up random. You
Well,
guys have
hey,
any? Go ahead.
Talk about you just did an investigation. So tell us about that
Oh.
investigation. Did Emily, you went too?
No,
I
unfortunately,
had
she couldn't
another-
make it. Which
I had to go to South Carolina at like 3:00 in the morning the next
Loser. But no.
I went and did an investigation for somebody.
I want to take her. We'll go again, but it was hot. It was a bad day to go. I was sweating like O.J. Simpson at a knife show. But it was horrible, and there was
So
too
where
many.
did you go? Tell the audience where you went.
Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, is an old. It was built in 1959 and closed in 99 or 98. And yeah, I need to go through the video, and I promised Emily. Unfortunately, my camera didn't have proper night vision, and I was only able to record some with a flashlight that I saved at the children's ward there. And it reminded me, I expected what's his name to ride out on his little tricycle, and like a Chucky thing. I can't remember his name from what was it? What movie is that? God, oh my God. Anyways, but yeah, it's a really cool location. We got a lot of doors opening and walking and disembodied voices, and I still have to go through the audio. But yeah, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. It's an amazing place. It's like one of my favorite. And Ronnie D, the owner, owns Harriman Hospital in Harriman, Tennessee, East Tennessee, and that place is even scarier than Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. You see, they caught. Matter of fact, one of my friends who volunteers there showed me a video there, and I begged her to let me send me a copy. They got security cameras, and when nobody was there, down by one of the nurses' stations in the hallway, I shit you not, this apparition of this man in a hospital gown he rises out of the floor, walks down the hallway, and walks right through a wall. Yeah, it was pretty cool. There's some, but yeah, there's Ronnie, he owns Old South and Harriman, so you can check him out on Facebook.
David says road trip.
Road trip. Hey, I told you, David, you want to come down to your shrine with us? You know, you're more than welcome. But tomorrow, like I said, we're going to film our first episode with Emily.
Said our next major investigation is going to be at the Gaines house.
Oh, Gaines House. I forgot about the Gaines House.
Oh, yeah.
My buddy Chris from Summerland Paranormal, that's in Gainesboro, Tennessee. We're going up there the 17th of September. I don't know what day we're going up there. But it used to be Old Field Hospital during the Civil War. And that's what excites me because Emily's going, and I cannot wait to see what I'm not. Well, I just kind of gave the whole thing away to her, but I'm excited to see what she's gonna get. But yeah, we got a lot coming up, guys. We got a lot, and I'm excited next year for Colleen to come out to Tennessee.
Colleen. That's what my husband calls me. He calls me Colleen. He doesn't call me Colleen. He's like, Colleen. Is that bad or good? I'm like, I don't care. I answer to both.
Come here, Colleen.
There is a YouTube video out from her name is Iluka. Now, Iluka did Dolly, Dolly, Dolly as the rebuttal of Jolene. It's really cool. I suggest you check it out. It's pretty good video.
Oh, I know who that is. Yeah. I know who that is. I will be recovering from a paranormal hangover from the Calumet Theater. Where's that at?
When you were at Old South last weekend, did you pick up on two, I'm going to say 10, 12, 14-year-old kids, a boy and a girl?
Yes. See?
Name was the little girl. They're dark-haired, dark-eyed, darker skin.
Yes. Yes.
The little girl had, you know how Anne Frank's hair was, just kind of like that. That's what this little girl looks like, and her little I don't know if it's a brother or a cousin. I think it's a brother. His name is Eddie. She was Eleanor, and both times I've been there, they have followed me around, and I didn't know if you saw them.
Okay, let me tell you. See, this is what I'm talking about, people. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And you've never been inside, correct?
I've been there twice.
Have you been inside?
Uh-huh.
And you've been inside. Okay.
Yeah, because she just said they walk around and they follow her around.
Let me tell you something about that. There is a the section we were in, the children's ward, there is a little boy that's been seen in there. But here's the thing. It's not, what Emily said isn't new. It's been going on. That was my third time there. It's not. It's been reported for like the last, when did Ronnie get it? 2020? No.
I didn't know that.
No, he got it.
Did not
like 2012 maybe. I don't remember.
Both times I was there, I've been by myself. I wasn't with anybody. I was alone.
But that's not a new thing. That happened. That was our third time there, and that happens all the time.
Okay, well, there's a little boy. I think they're brother and sister. They were very connected. They looked alike. They looked similar. See, and when I left the last time, and it was in broad daylight. It was in broad daylight. I went down there to go to the Lodge factory to buy cast iron skillets. And
you know how I know this is because Ronnie told me the story, what Emily's telling me right now, because nobody knows this. I knew it because I was told by Ronnie. Mm-hmm. And Emily would have no way of knowing that, what she's saying right now.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's been told.
That's the difference between a real medium and a fake medium.
I'm sorry, Emily. I didn't mean to
No. When I left the facility the last time, when I told you, I remember I sent you a picture of the door. I said, "Guess where I am?"
Yeah.
And I went in by myself. The lady who works there, she recognized me, and she follows me actually, and she let me in. And I said, I just want to walk around for a few minutes. And when I did, I walked around, and the kids were there again. And there's a guy there on that far hall, and I wish I could draw, but I can tell you what he looks like. He's not a good guy. But when I left, that little girl was in the window, and you could see her looking.
Do you sense, because in the basement used to be a janitor, I think he was French or German, I think he was French, that passed away there, and he was really tall, and he was
Kind of heavy,
7.
not fat, but heavy set, like
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's the one I'm talking about.
And
That's the one I'm
people,
talking
and
about.
I've caught his shadow walking down the hallway.
He wouldn't talk to me. All I got out of him was like this.
Hey,
like,
Yeah.
like
can
a
you
look.
verify that about his descendants? Because that's I pick up. I don't know, Emily. What do you pick up? I pick up he was German, not French.
Okay, maybe that's.
I thought German. I thought.
Yeah,
German,
but see, that's what I'm
he
saying.
didn't-
I don't know. I couldn't remember. That's why I
didn't talk
said
to
either
me.
French or German.
He
But
didn't-
you're
he
right.
All he did
Yeah.
was make this like grunt,
German,
like
yeah.
Lurch did. In the
That would be a German. That would be a
I don't
German.
know if he didn't understand me, or if he didn't want to talk, or
No, he didn't. He just didn't want to talk.
I don't know. But
But he's been caught. He's been caught
I-
many times.
Yeah,
on-
I
on-
got him like a side view, like he was looking back. There was this door jam, and I got him, and it was just like he was standing there, just looking at me, like, "What in the hell are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Oh my
right.
God,
Not-
that's what the
not
picture
nice.
is that I got. I got
And-
a shadow of that exact. I'll send it to you guys. That's the
Yeah.
picture I got. What Emily
I've never
just
talked to
described.
anybody other than Tim about what I saw, and
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about. I've only been there twice by myself.
Right.
It's a great location, but yeah, see, guys, we didn't, talk before. This is, if anybody gets a chance, you need to come out with us. You know what I want to do, guys? Colleen, when you get here, depending what time you get here Friday, I want us all to go out to a location
I love that.
and do an investigation. We'll go out to dinner, then we'll go out and do an investigation. We can go to Coleman or we can go wherever, but we got to be up early because I have to be there at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Right. Okay.
But I'm going to try to go in the night before, maybe, just because I'm the only one. It's just me and Sean. I got to set vendors up. I have to set our tables up. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a mess. But yeah, I want to definitely do an investigation.
I think you'll get some more volunteers as you get closer, like Emily and I said the last time.
Yeah,
we
you
talked.
will.
I hope.
You will.
Yeah.
So,
I definitely believe that.
Yeah, you will. But I'm glad you validated what I saw at Old South, because that I've never talked to anybody about it, and
Well, I'm just telling everybody else because I know what you can do. You didn't validate it for me because there's no question.
It's sad though that the psychic and paranormal world has come to the point where
Johnny,
people that are legit have to fight for validation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Colleen,
Exactly.
and Emily, let me ask you this, and I'm not going to say the actual name. Do you see or anything with a man there his name starts with a J?
I think so. I think they're. I don't know. I see a tall man, but I don't know if that's the same man that.
No,
Emily
there's
described.
a regular there. He's I don't know if he died in the hospital or if he worked there, but Sean and one of our guides saw him, and his name starts with the J. So I don't know.
That's the one that was touching the girl's hair the other night.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
That's the one that was touching the girl's hair the other night.
See, I didn't tell her that. This is the first time we talked about it. Since last weekend.
He's kind of a pervert. He's kind of a pervert.
But is he kind of tall and thin and kind of like, I don't want to say this like meanly, like kind of greasy, like
Is
a
he
greasy kind of.
Sean said yes.
He looks like he works at a
like
gas
Johnny
station.
or Jonathan or.
Holy shit! She just said it, Johnny. Yep, that's his name. Oh my.
Yep.
God,
He looks like
come on.
He
Pick
looks
your
like
shit
he
up.
works at a gas station.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sean just said yes.
Slimy,
Sean
kind
just
of.
confirmed that. Yes.
Not that people work
on,
at gas
people.
stations are slimy, but you know that.
No, but like back in the day,
Oh,
when they
really?
did oil changes and stuff like
Let's see how you are.
It's an older spirit. It's an older
Yeah,
spirit. I'm gonna
correct.
say
Sean just confirmed all that. Yep.
Correct.
80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like mid 70s, and
Yeah.
he kind of has slicked back hair.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And he's always got a rag, and he's always wiping his hands, and
Sean just confirmed that 100%, guys.
Yeah,
he was touching the girl's hair the other night when you guys remember I told you there was a guy down that hallway watching you guys, Mark. I told you that the
Yes.
other day.
Look at Sean.
And I said he was also touching the girls.
Well, because he thinks he's a ladies' man. It like, I don't want to be weird, but it's like the guy from
Oh.
Saturday Night Live, you know, where he's got his Cavassier and he's the ladies' man. You know, that kind of thing.
They're
He
Absolutely.
two
thinks
wild and
he
crazy
thinks
guys.
that, yeah, exactly. He thinks that he's like
My back
better than what he
is
really
thinking.
is. He's
Yeah.
got a huge ego. His ego's bigger.
There's
Yeah.
there's reports.
He has touched women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Got her hair pulled. Who was it? Not Amy, but one.
Gina?
Was it Gina?
Gina?
Gina got
or,
her hair pulled. Yeah.
Well, I knew he was touching their hair.
Yeah.
I knew he was touching their hair.
The other one.
Was it Stevie's Julie, her friend? Someone came in. We were in the break room, you know, just taking. She goes, someone just pulled my hair out
I
there.
think it was Gina.
I think it was Gina. Yeah, that got her hair pulled that night. See, people, come on. We don't make it this crap. We don't. What I said. We don't make it this crap up. Yeah.
Well,
We don't make this up.
I'm very funny about what I let you tell me because I don't want.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. And I learned what not to
just
say.
I always say,
Yeah.
Mark, don't tell me. Just let
Yeah.
me talk, and you can either say yes or no. That's
That's what I do for investigations as well, especially when I'm going to go to an investigation site. I don't want to know. I want to go in basically blindly. Now, I'll tell you what I get prior to getting there.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
well,
like you're
No,
talking to David.
I
I've
never
done that.
rode with Emily to an investigation, but when you come in, Emily or Colleen, when you guys get close to the location, do you start picking things up right away? Like
Yes.
all the stuff hits
Oh,
your head?
I've already picked up on, like, I don't know, David, you're going to, wherever David is, you're going to have to let me know, but I've already picked up on 3 or 4 entities on the investigation in Lake Superior at the Henry
What?
Ford bungalow. And that's in 2 weeks where I'm going, that's
Yeah.
where David
I've
is
been to
talking
Lake
about that
Superior in
comment.
years.
Yeah, I did
Comment heater.
it's either last week or the week before. I can't remember exactly. I did a remote reading for it was a parsonage in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
And I did it totally remote. I mean,
David said
love,
yes.
I love doing those
Did he? Okay.
because they just kind of come in.
Yeah, it just comes through. And I actually, like, I picked up on a little boy, and I thought I had showed you the drawing of that. There was a little boy in a wheelchair, and he was one of the employees' kids. He wasn't related to the Ford family. He was he was the son of one of the workers at the house.
Oh,
there.
wow.
And
Well,
he had
the
TV.
reason the reason they called me on this one in Pennsylvania, this parsonage, was they had been having activity in this house that the new pastor that was living there and didn't want to live there because they were scared.
Dang.
And when a pastor's telling you something like that,
Yeah.
it's like, that's a fine line you try not to cross. But
Right.
anyhow, I told him, I said, it's a former pastor's wife committed suicide in this house. And one of the old deacons that had been there he was like in his 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the pastor that was there back in the day was having a little with somebody in the church, and she found out and killed herself.
Oh.
And that's the problem they were having. And
Yeah,
I told
yeah.
them, I said, that's who it is. I said, you can get her out of there. I said, I don't want to cross the Christian line here with you guys don't believe in psychics and what we see, but it got to the point that they couldn't live there anymore.
Hey,
Right.
Colleen,
And
David said something about and the young captain or something.
Yeah.
And my captain.
Yeah. So that was, I picked up on the boy, I picked up on the captain, I picked up on actually one of Henry Ford's, I think it was one of his sisters that actually
Wow.
passed.
God,
But
I would
yeah,
love
the
to
young
do that.
captain, David's wonderful on research. He knows how to research really well. So I just started describing what the captain showed me that he literally went down with his merchant. It was a merchant ship. And I don't know anything about Lake Superior. I know I've never been to Michigan. So I just started
I'd love to
explaining
go.
it to him. And I explained what he looked like. And David went, holy shit, does he look like this? And he pulled up, a picture from a newspaper article. So like Emily said, validation.
So
like that.
so Emily, so what happened with that? When you said the preacher
What was really odd, I described this woman and they said, that sounds like the pastor's wife now.
Whoa.
They looked alike, and I think she
Damn.
was channeling through her, and I think that's why she
That's
was
scary.
I really think she was scared. I really think she
Wow.
was dark
That's
straight
crazy.
hair, very simple. Um, petite, both of them were very petite, dark sunken eyes, just, and it was just very bizarre. And the only validation I had of this was there was an old deacon with this church. Still, he was not in his 90s, old, but he was very. We did a Zoom call, and he said, "You're describing the pastor's wife today." I said, "No, that's the pastor's wife that killed herself." And they did some research, and he called me back about 2 hours later, and he said they look like sisters.
Wow.
Damn.
That happened and I did that sitting right here.
Yeah.
I did it sitting right here.
And that's what
That's
I did,
crazy.
sitting right here. I'm not even in Michigan yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I have a question for you both. You know, you was talking about without dropping names, but you know how everybody's always after everybody else. You know,
Yeah.
medium after medium and paranormal investigation after another one. What do you think is causing all that? You think it's just envy, jealousy, or what?
Yes, both.
Both.
I know one person in particular. I want to be famous. You're gonna love me. I'm gonna dress up like a little dolly and make stupid videos, and it's all about wanting to be famous. That's why I keep saying I wish I could go back to when I started and not deal with it. It's all about ego. It's all people say para unity. That'll never happen, especially now. It'll never happen. Uh, um, let's see. It's about ego. It's how many likes, how many people can I get to subscribe. All I want to do is I love doing this. I love going out with Emily. I love learning as we go. If I can just get to one person, I'll be happy. If I can teach somebody how to use paranormal equipment, I'll be happy. I don't give a shit about, you don't have to like me. I don't care. But that's what it's all about. Especially, and this really pisses me off, these assholes that are going out with this fake spirit box shit, contacting Hayden, what's her name? Now they're going after Tim Curry. I saw that, and I hate those douchebags. I hate them. It's all for attention. All they're doing is taking previous audio of these celebrities and interviews and putting it through an amplifier and making it sound like that's all they're doing, and it's all attention. It is all attention. It's all look at me, I'm cute, you're gonna love me, subscribe. It is nice for people to watch your content and to subscribe so you can get your information out to everybody, even though there's a million people doing it. But Chrissy, that I think is the reason. It's all jealousy. It's all here, you're my best buddy. They put their arm around you and stab you in the back while smiling at you. It's jealousy. It's to be parafamous, and it used to be about the evidence, and that's one reason I stopped doing my audio and video, because people used to watch every day, and it went down to zero. But we're going to start doing that again, and I'm not so concerned. I'm only doing it because people can't go out and do these locations like we can. Right. Not everybody has a psychic medium as a pet. I mean, friend. But no, I'm serious. Not everybody can go out with someone like you, Colleen, or Emily. Not everybody has that, that opportunity to bring someone like that. And I just want to share. That's all I want to do. Because people, this is their world. The internet. They watch, Facebook lives. They watch YouTube lives. They watch whatever, and they can't go out and do what we do, and they want to do it. So this is our way of reaching them to show them. I mean, some of the content is absolute shit, but some of it's really good. I don't watch a whole lot of it. I watch a couple of paranormal shows. Well, now we got scarytv.net. You better give me some free shit for saying your name. But the real people like us, the real investigations. I'm gonna watch one from the Goatman's Bridge. I want to see that one. But they got all kinds of scary net TV. But $89 a month, they got all kinds real paranormal stuff. That's what I think.
There's a line though. There's the people that want They want to be Instagram famous. They want
Right.
they want to be
Yep.
celebrities. They want to be
Right.
known. And then
How
there's
many
people like us
likes?
I consider us to be professionals. I
Right.
don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if anybody knows my name. I don't care. I mean, I don't. I seek neither fame, fortune, nothing
It's
like that.
where everybody knows your name.
I I donate my services.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I'm not in this for the money.
No.
I'm trying to use my gift. And like I said, if I help one person, I mean,
Right.
and I know I
Yeah.
have helped people. I get calls back, and I knew I was helping people when I got repeat people calling me wanting another reading.
Right.
I thought, gee, I must be doing something right. You know. So
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I
that's
have one last question here.
yes.
And okay, so what's going on right now in Facebook land? You have Stevie and Kat and Ms. Paranormal and Luna who are debunking some of the cases and everything. And we had Luna on about what, 3 weeks ago or a month.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very interesting, and you can tell she's very passionate about it. She believes in spirits and everything, but she's passionate about telling the truth out there, which I think it all should be, told.
Right.
And everything. So, what is your take on those 4 lovely ladies debunking cases from the past?
you
Well,
want Mark?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try to. I know I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'll be quick as I can. Okay, so my thoughts are they're doing it. It's all attention. I don't have anything or ill will against any non-believer or debunker. I think all that matters is I'm going on 46 years this October. I've seen 41. Sorry. I've seen. It seems like that long.
It's a good thing that you have Sean
yeah.
with you. You know that,
Yeah.
Sean?
What? What? No.
I said it's a good thing you have Sean around you because she's
What?
keeping
No,
you
I'm
in
kidding.
check, with
Yeah.
dates and everything.
Okay, so okay, I have seen, to quote Ghostbusters, I have seen shit that'll turn you white, and that is the truth. I've seen it all, people, and I know it's 1,000% real. I'm just sharing what we see to them. I'm not saying you have to believe me, but I've got nothing ill will against them. They have the right to debunk, but most debunkers don't know shit about the paranormal. They don't know how photography works. They don't know how cameras work. They don't know how, most paranormal people don't know how they work.
I was just going to say that actually.
Yeah. And I've been doing photography since 1981 or 82 when I was in high school. That's how long I've been doing it. So I know how cameras work. So it's all about that. I think that they don't have the knowledge. That's bullshit. Now, a lot of it is bullshit, but yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Emily, what's your take?
Well, my first response to that is I am not here to convince anybody.
Thank you.
I
Thank
can
you.
only tell you what I know.
Right.
Yeah.
And Mark will testify, Sean will testify to this. I don't say anything that I don't know to be true.
Right.
I'm not here to
That's
convince
truth.
you that I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to try to make you a believer. I can only tell you what I see, what I know, and what you do with that is your business.
Right.
But I've also come across people, and I don't know much about these 4 that you mentioned, but I've also come across people that they don't want to admit it's real because it's scary to them, and people
Yep.
are usually scared of what they don't understand.
Right.
And sometimes it is almost a vindictive thing, like, gee, I can't see spirits, so they can't either. I've had people say that you don't see spirits. Nobody can see
Emily,
spirits.
I couldn't said it any. That's perfect how she just.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I was trying to say a little around the mulberry bush. What she? Yeah, we're not here to convince people.
Yeah,
I'm here
if you
because
want to believe me, great. If you don't believe me, great. I'm here to do what I do. I have faith in what I do.
Right.
I take it very seriously. This is not just a jump scare kind of thing. I take it very seriously.
And I think, Colleen, you'll agree too. I think we all do it because it's something that we're passionate about and we want to know answers to it. Like I said, I've seen everything.
Absolutely.
I mean, literally everything. Ghosts, apparitions, spirits. I've had things happen to me. I've seen everything across the board would have to do with the paranormal, but I still it's like, okay, why am I seeing a full body apparition? Why are they here? That kind of thing. We still want to know. Just like,
Yeah.
I even want to know I want to know more about witches. I want to know more about, whatever, what you guys do. That's just me. If I knew almost everything about y'all, I would still want to know more. And that's like with the paranormal. I want to know more. I want to see things. But yeah, I've literally seen 1,000% of stuff, and I still want to see more. Well, how come we're seeing these things? How come, Emily can do this? I want to know how come Colleen thinks she can do. No, I'm kidding. But it's just, that's what I want to do. And if we can bring people in with us to show them that, I don't say, I countless times I brought non-believers, and 8 times out of 10 they believed at the end. Like if me and Emily were to go out, and well, I don't believe this, and then Emily, just like you, Colleen, you guys are going to read them instantly. Am I right?
Yeah,
These
absolutely.
people. And if they're bad, they're bad. If they're good, they're good.
And intuitive, yeah.
But or if they're bullshitting you or whatever. But
right.
me and Emily come across this person or whatever, and well, I don't believe that's real. And then Emily starts seeing all this shit and start talking about how's she gonna know? I don't know if that exactly will convince the non-believers, but I'm telling you, these people that went with us to New Hope were non-believers until Emily did that, and they became 1,000% believers. That's not going to happen to everybody, but as long as we can just get, even with you, Colleen, as long as we can all just get 1 or 2 people that information, and not be an asshole about it or whatever. I don't know. It's just,
well, Mark, perfect example. One of our podcasts we did a while back, and I was sitting right here in this chair, and I have a little boy spirit in my house. We've talked about it many times.
Yeah.
And somebody that was like this watching the podcast said, "There's a little boy behind you." Yeah, he's always right here. He's around. He usually
Sean said that. Yeah.
He usually pulls on the tablecloth. Yeah. I mean, I he's there. I know he's there. He's a little stinker. He turns my lights on and off, and he
plays with the dog too.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just the dog barks at. Louis actually sees it. He'll stand and bark with the little fur on the back of his neck up, and then all of a sudden the motion detector will go off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have that in my
like
house.
I said, you can't make somebody believe something they don't choose to believe.
No.
I just try to always keep integrity and being true to myself and what the gift that God gave me, and use it for good, and certainly there's nothing demonic about me. Anybody that knows me knows that for a fact.
Says you, and I mean, no. but yeah, but yeah, it's not about subscribe. It is nice to get more people into your fold or whatever, you know what I mean? And because I think I've got close to like 10,000 people at Ghost of Tennessee or something like that now, but I don't know. But it's nice to have these people, but at the same time, it's not about that. It's as many people as we can reach to about the real history about witches, and the real history about paganism or whatever, that's what I want to know. I told my friend Eric Venor, he's like a Satanist and everything, but he's really super cool. And I said, he's the author. He's got some really cool books. And he's coming to the market. But I said, I may not, agree with what you do, but I want to learn about it because I want to know why you're doing it. I'm not going to go out and start worshiping Satan or anything, but I want to learn about what he does and why you do it. Just like, I know with Emily, but I want to learn about that. It's good. It's fun information for me to have to learn about all the religions, whether it's bad or good.
Yeah, I believe that if you do the right thing for the right reasons, the right people will come to you.
That's right.
And
agree
then you
too.
get a spontaneous
correct.
growth from that
Right.
of people
Yeah.
that are your tribe.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
just like Colleen and
1,000%.
I. I mean,
Yeah.
we were instant. We were
Yeah.
instantly.
Mhm.
We both knew instantly.
That's like Chrissy and I too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
Chrissy and I just went like this. I mean, it's like
Exactly.
Little wiki poos.
And
but-
that's why I don't feel an urge to be like celebrity and blow up
Right.
Facebook and blow up Instagram. There's no reason for that.
Well,
There's
you
not.
know, Chrissy, that goes back to that question you just asked. It's they make themselves that way. They do, all that. Let me tell you guys something really quick.
what's
Y'all
paranormal
know,
entertainment.
Jason?
The bottom line.
Yeah, that's what it is. Jason Hawes, who's fighting for the Conjuring House, and I pray to God he gets it. I worked with him. I filmed with Ghost Nation. I said it before. 7 days, 12 hours a day with him, and talking. I learned a lot about him. He is 100% the real deal, and he'll tell you bullshit or not. And we even talked about that. But I really hope that because that's drama too with Elton or whatever his name is, or
Yeah.
Elmo or whatever, and the other dickweed, but yeah, and telling someone to off themselves because they're disabled or whatever. I mean, they're pieces of shit, and they made themselves that way. They made themselves internet famous. They made themselves para-famous, and I don't like that. Like I said, I didn't go on the TV show to become famous. I'll be honest. It was because I wanted to meet them, and I wanted to see what a show was. Was it like to film a show? The only two reasons I wanted to go on there. Okay, it's not about fame, guys. People watching, it's not. It's about learning why the spirits are here, and I am feeling really blessed and really lucky to have someone like Emily. Colleen, not so much. No, I'm kidding. But honestly, and to have someone like Colleen that I can go to if I have questions, and really super lucky to have Emily be able to go out with us to answer my questions, to validate. Like I say, well, I saw a ghost here, and he had a purple hat and red jeans, and he had 12-inch boots on. And Emily says, no, he didn't have the boots. He had tennis shoes, that kind of thing. To like a little unicorn, not unicorn, a leprechaun, same thing. Walking. That's what I'm talking about. That's why, and Emily's good company sometimes. No, I'm kidding.
I have my moments.
But no, seriously, I feel very lucky to have both of you, and it.
We
it's
have
like
right hearts and right
an
spirits in what
opportunity.
we're doing.
Yeah.
And like
See,
said,
and I
don't
knew
care-
that when I first talked to Emily.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Well, you can sense
I
it.
knew
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, next
But-
week, Sislan's we're going to go to Salem.
Yeah.
So and he's in Salem right now.
Oh, you
Annabelle.
man, I'm so jealous.
But we're not going to go see Annabelle because, for one, I don't really think it's her. I think that
that's not.
So,
Who told me it wasn't the real Annabelle? Was it you, Emily, or?
No, I think it was me.
I didn't tell you that, but I don't think it is either.
I don't think it is either. I told you that podcast.
yeah.
I was
And
saying
then-
like many people think that it's been switched out. That's why.
And they want like $160 just to go
Yeah.
to see her.
Yeah.
And I would
Emily,
get a tattoo.
Yeah. Emily, Steven said, I enjoyed the second time at Coleman. Yeah. Due to Emily being there. See, people love you. Remember.
I'm so flattered because like I said, I don't do this for any kind of celebrity. I don't even know if
Yeah.
No.
I don't care if you even know my name. But it's just if I've made a difference
Who are
in
you
someone's
again?
body, that means the world to me.
No, but that's the truth. It doesn't matter as long as what I think it is. Emily, with you is well for me. Let me think about. No, I'm kidding. For me, it's like I said, it's like having that extra information that I enjoy having about locations. But for other people that meet you for the first time or don't know you or then meet you, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that was real." you know, because they see all the bullshit on TV or whatever and the fake things. Then they meet someone like you on an investigation or whatever. They're like, oh my
Right.
God, this is so cool. And I don't
Yeah, I
necessarily.
had somebody ask me, what kind of equipment do you use for your investigations?
Your
And I-
head.
Yeah.
Flashlight. I have a flashlight.
Come on.
I mean, I
I
have a
said that before. You are too. I am the ghost tool.
I have,
Yeah.
I'm your ghost equipment.
That's a
I have
good.
a
That's a good
flashlight.
analogy. You know, that's really
I
I
good.
am your equipment. I don't
Yeah.
need douse. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do that, but
If-
And
I am
Emily
your-
comes
if I
along
have any-
with a carrying handle. I just
Yeah.
pick her up and
Well,
move her
I've
to the
got,
next
I've got
spot.
a flashlight with a backup battery in case it gets drained because remember my flashlights.
Oh
always get
God, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's happened.
They always
It
get to-
happens. Yeah.
I'm going to
take-
tell you, and this is really weird.
We pick her up and we put her in the case, and when we get there, we unfold the case and grab the handle and place Emily wherever we want. No,
There you go. Get 'em. But you know what? If I do have any tool at all, and I've been asked this, it's my hair. Because my
Really?
hair picks up the electromagnetic.
Yeah.
oh wow, I
it-
didn't know that.
it-
That's cool.
That is that's an old Indian. That's why Indians kept their hair long because
Yeah.
it was their power. It goes back to
Really?
like, I guess
The more
Samson
you
and
know.
Delilah in the Bible. But if I
That
if
is
I
so
put my
cool.
hair up, I put my hair down because hair is like the EMF detector of my body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
Exactly.
And I've actually had people, you know how they say if you're going to get struck by lightning, the hair on your arms and head will stand up?
Yeah,
Well, when I
You're-
get near
you're-
a spirit,
go
my hair,
up like that.
it looks like static cling, like I forgot to put bounce in the dryer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I have any tool
So,
at all,
yeah.
it's my hair.
That's cool. So just
It's true.
recently, like I don't know, a few months ago, I got Sean. Yeah, I got her set of dowsing rods and pendulum and board and everything, and she's really into learning all
Uh-huh.
that, and I'm trying to help her learn all that
That's
stuff and
cool.
everything.
That's a
So,
great
yeah.
granny witch thing. All my granny witch grandmas all did that.
Yeah,
They all
You know,
used
you
the
can
But
go
dowsing-
she's-
and get some witch boards there. We know the owner of the museum out there.
Yep. We're
Wouldn't
gonna go to
go
the Ouija
there.
board
Yeah,
museum.
what's the
you want a
witch
Ouija board? I've got 14 of them
Well, is his
wow.
name Michael?
that we bought.
Is his name Michael? Chrissy?
Huh?
The guy that owns it. What's the guy's name?
Jonathan.
John.
John.
What-
Yeah.
He's got a 1967 board he wants to see if I can purchase. He's got it all picked out for. He goes medium red, has a 1967 Ouija board that he wants me to.
My
put my
oldest
hands
sister had an original wooden one from the
Wow.
60s. Yeah.
on. So I can't
And
wait
Emily,
to see this.
I just found out that there's a haunted store in McMinnville that I did not know about that sells haunted items. Did you know about this place?
I've heard of it. I've never.
It's called
been.
Haunted Store, and it popped up on my feed. I
Whoa.
was like,
I've heard
Tullahoma. Sorry, Tullahoma. I was like, holy shit, I need to make a tell because I'll send you the link. It's really, really.
I've heard it. I have.
Chrissy
heard
and I
of
were writing it down.
I have heard of it.
it's in Tullahoma.
I have heard of it.
And I asked them to be a vendor because they've got some cool stuff like skulls and everything, and they've got some haunted dolls and items. And I didn't know they were there till it's popped up, and I spent like an hour going through all their stuff. It's called
Yeah,
Haunted Store. It's in Tullahoma or McMinnville. Tullahoma, I
I don't
think.
like I heard of them like maybe 6-8 months ago. It came up on my Facebook feed or something. But you know, I
Nice.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I'm not too in. I like the decorative stuff.
Yeah.
I've got, like I said, I've got all in my house. I mean, I've got.
Yeah.
I collect.
Well, yeah,
stuff.
look at all that crap behind. No, look at all that stuff behind you. But yeah, I've got, guys, I don't know about, I'm not really a Ouija board. I wish people would call it by its proper name, Ouija.
Ouija.
I'm not really a
Yeah.
Ouija. I'm not really a Ouija board user, but they fascinate me. And I ain't gonna lie, I've used them in the past, but I don't think, honestly, guys, that it's any worse than, we're all necromancers because we talk to the dead, and nobody realizes that we're all necromancers. We're necromancy. That's what we're doing. I mean, so I don't think, everybody says, well, is there a difference between a Ouija board and a spirit box? Yeah, the idiot using it. But that's true. That's true. Because if you go in being an asshole, I mean, we're necromancers. We talk to the dead,
Right.
and I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm not going to chastise anybody who uses a Ouija board. I just personally don't like using them. But honestly, I don't think there's a difference between that and doing EVP and using a spirit box. You call them the in, but people don't know how to use them properly. People don't know how to close a session. I think that's what the problem is. Like I said, I like the concept of a Ouija board, and I've used them many times when I was younger. That's probably what's wrong with me, but I don't. I'm just not a personally into using them. But I do like other. I try to think out outside the box. We still like using the. I like using the powder on the floor for footsteps. I like taking little bells and tying them around the doorknobs of the room. I still use cassette tape recorders for my EVPs. I still use film cameras to take pictures. That's the old school stuff that I like to use for investigations. But anyways.
Well, guys, we were gonna have
It's
to.
been fun. It's been
This has been
a
awesome.
blast.
Thank you so much for having me on, and of course, I'm gonna try it because unfortunately, Stevie can't make it tomorrow night, but we're gonna skip because we're gonna be out tomorrow afternoon with Miss Emily Ann at the cemetery, filming our first episode for her new series, and we're gonna be doing that and bridging the veil with Emily Ann, world renowned psychic medium, granny witch / I don't know, but we're gonna also set up for the Stones River Bat. We got a lot coming up, guys. We got a lot. Ghost of Tennessee Paranormal Research is our page and our group. Horror and Goth Market, April 24th, 2027 next year in Lebanon. Colleen, sorry, I almost called you Jolene. Sorry. Colleen and Emily's going to be there. I'm excited to meet Colleen, and that's going to be fun. We got that coming up. Anyway, just follow us. And I got the Horror and Goth, and I got on YouTube our new, not new channel, but kind of new, the Tennessee Paranormal Files, where you'll be able to see what Emily does and what we do. All right. That's enough.
Emily, how do they get a hold of you, Emily?
Just go to my Facebook page, Appalachian Visions, and it's got a little dossier of who I am and what I do, and I do remote readings, just like I'm sitting here right now. If you need a reading, or in any kind of help I can be, if it's possible, I go out and I do clearings for houses. And I can do, like I said, I was the Pennsylvania thing. I did a remote reading for them to kind of help them with their problem, and just read a little about me. And my page tells a lot about my Appalachian heritage and my grandmothers and the things I learned from them. I'm the 7th generation, and my son is the 8th. And we're still working on our ancestry. We're almost ready to go over to England. We're still doing Connecticut right now.
Cool.
We've traced back to Connecticut so far.
Wow.
And but we found I am the 7th in the line so far. So I may be moving up in that line pretty soon because there may be more. We haven't found them yet. But
that's awesome.
But, I do come from a long line of witches. So.
Sean said, looking forward to seeing Emily tomorrow. Yeah, we are too.
Oh, I miss you. I can't wait. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. We're good. And Steven's coming out with us. He's going to meet us there.
I'm excited about it. I really am.
Yeah, we'll be there. I think around 1, Emily. Like I told you, we'll just meet you up front by the funeral home. Colleen, thank you so much. Chrissy, thank you so much for having us. And we'll. I don't know when we're gonna have. I know we got a lot coming up, and I'll try to get more of the vendors. What? What'd she say? I can't read it. Great something. Oh, she said it was nice seeing Colleen and Chrissy again. So,
it was nice to meet you, Sean.
Yeah. but yeah, we got a lot coming up, guys, and I'm trying to get as many people on as possible. Hopefully, we can get Stevie on again. But the 5th, I think we got Michael and Marty Perry, and then I'm gonna try and line up. I'm trying to get as many vendors as possible, but a lot of them don't want to do it, because I've never been. I was like, okay, I'm just trying to promote you. But anyways, but if not, we can just hop on and BS, basic socialize.
Yeah, exactly.
We never run out of things to talk about.
That's right. We'll stay behind for a couple of minutes, and I'll let Chrissy take the.
I was just going to say, subscribe to, go to their Facebook. Also, subscribe to Mark's new channel or revised channel. Subscribe to Within the Cauldron and Behind the Witch's Veil. And
Definitely.
blessings, everybody. Have a great weekend. And we will see you in a few weeks because we're taking some time off, everybody.
Yay. You deserve it. You guys work all the time.
What if I told you all you knew was an illusion, confusion or true? They say the pages of history are written by those who claim